bam, the Ninja Turtles, right? What started out as nothing more than a sketch between friends to try and make each other laugh has blown into a giant multimedia empire, including comic books, cartoons, multi-million-dollar films, video games, all kinds of shit. And you might be like, yeah, we know. Why the fuck are you talking about it? Well, you may have noticed recently we've been doing these video game videos where we're challenging each other to play specific games and stuff. Like I played Batman, and then I played Beautiful Joe, played some Devil May Cry at one point, but that was my own choice, and it's what we've been doing. And this time I was challenged by AJ. He wanted me to either play Turtles in Time or Tournament Fighter. Turtles Tournament Fighter, whatever the fuck it's called on the Super Nintendo. But I've never actually played a Ninja Turtle game before. Turtles in Time is obviously iconic, it's legendary for being super good, but are the rest of them good? Or is it just that one? Well, I don't really know. So I'm gonna find out. But if I'm gonna play all these Ninja Turtle games, I'm gonna need a list of Ninja Turtle. My glasses are reflecting the screen real bad, but if I take them off, I can't actually read it. Anyway, here we are on Wikipedia, and we're gonna find us some fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. My mouth is over there. Okay. Yeah. Give me that. There we go. List of video games. Alright, looks like the first one was released in June of 1998 on the original Nintendo, and it's just called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Alright. Let's fucking do this. That was really cringy. Alright, so you press start on this game and it just jumps you straight into the game. There's no plot or explanation of to anything that's happening. You're just fucking playing. And as far as I can tell, the plot of this game is you need to save April O'Neil from the bad guys, probably the Foot Clan. You know, just fucking Ninja Turtles. They fight the Foot Clan. Or do they? Well, in this game, you're going to be fighting a lot of robots, little robot things, robot attack bees, ninjas, I think, cars, weird Clayman things. I don't even know what the fuck these would be. Those are weird. Metal dragonflies, I guess. Jason? You know, all the classics. It's a Nintendo game. It's pretty simple. It plays a lot like Ninja Gaiden if Ninja Gaiden wasn't very good, is what I would say. That is a horrible noise. I mean, it's appropriate because I was dying, and that's a horrible noise for when you're dying. It just kind of spits you out as Leonardo. It doesn't really let you pick who you want to be. But once you die, you can switch between all the 4 turtles. So it's kind of like 4 lives, really. And they all pretty much play the same, except for fucking Donatello and his stupid stick that is too tall to hit anything. Can't even attack the most basic enemies. You suck. This game sucks. I did have a little bit of fun, but it's not great. 4 out of 10. Yeah, 4 out of 10. That sounds fair. So let's try the next one. Alright, so next up would be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles released in 1989. Huh. Renamed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 the arcade game when released on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Okay. Let's do that one then. Alright, so the second game, the arcade one. So you press start on this one, you immediately notice the big difference. Character select screen. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna pick my boy Mikey, because he's a party dude. And that's pretty cool. So this one actually has a little bit of plot to it. As we can see, there's a fire and we gotta go save April. The game actually tells us what's happening, so that's pretty cool. And then we jump in and Mikey's just staring at me, like piercing into my soul, as if to ask, why are we here? Are we some sort of cosmic coincidence? A 1,000,001 chance? Or is there really a God who made everything and everyone, who has a plan for us? I don't know, Mikey, but it keeps me up at night. Oh, but hey, look, you can do this if you tap the button really fast. That's pretty funny. So unlike the first one, you're basically just fighting Foot Clan ninjas and balls. Oh, and don't forget that Pizza Hut sponsorship. Bam! Look at that. So as far as I can tell, all just the different colored ninjas just fight slightly differently. Some have weapons, some don't. And the purple ones like to give you a hug. That's nice. Look at that. Aww. It was at this moment Mikey realized he fucked up. Yeah, I didn't really make it very far in this one. It's quite hard. I do appreciate the nice rainbow game over screen. That's always nice. I did try again as Raphael, who is actually my favorite, but yeah, I didn't make it much farther. It's definitely... This one's definitely meant to be played with 2 people. But, I don't have any friends. Overall, I'd say 5 out of 10, on to the next one. Alright, up next would be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, released in 1989. Handheld electronic game? What the hell is that supposed to be? Ah, I used to have one of those, but it was for baseball. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get my hands on one of those. Right, next would be electronic handheld game, redemption game. What the hell is that? Oh. Yeah, I don't see myself getting a hold of one of those either. Alright, what's next? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles World Tour, released in 1990 for the Amiga, Atari, Commodore 64, DOS, and Spectrum. Part of the Electronic Crayon coloring book series. Alright, probably skip that one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fall of the Foot Clan, released on the Game Boy. That'll work. Next up is the first Game Boy game, which is, well, you can't expect much. It's a Game Boy game. Let's be fair. So you press start on this one. It takes you to a character select screen. Picked Raphael, my boy, because he's a badass, and that's why I like him. And you just kind of walk to the side and hit whatever's in your way. You fight a lot of ninjas, drones, and chicken bones. Much like the one on the Nintendo, when you die, you get a pick between one of the other 4. So you essentially just have 4 lives to try and make it as far as you possibly can. And it looks like this. It does let you, though. It lets you get back at all those meter maids who pissed you off.
Disrespect your surroundings!
And, well, yeah, when you die, it says you got captured. And then you pick another one. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say about this one. Sucks. 3 out of 10. Moving on. Alright, next would be pinball. Okay. Okay, now we're on to the classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Time for the Super Nintendo. Well, we made it. Turtles in Time. It's the classic. And that opening will give you a seizure. Whatever. Press start, pick Raphael because he's my boy, and we go. So in this one we get a little bit of plot. We see April O'Neil standing in front of the Statue of Liberty about to say some bullshit. Some dude just shows up and he just ganks it right out in front of everybody. And you're like, holy shit, that statue's huge. And then Shredder's like, ah ha ha ha, and all the turtles are like, ah! And fuck it, we start fighting. We're mostly just fighting Foot Clan guys. It's pretty cool. You can throw them at the screen. You can take them and whip them around like the Hulk. It's crazy. There's exploding barrels. All the different colored ninjas that do different stuff. And you fight a boss, and he's like a weird bug thing. And you kick his ass, and you go to the next thing, and you keep playing, and you play, fighting ninjas, and the game's just fucking hard, and you lose, and you give up while you're fighting these robots. Because, I mean, it's an arcade game. It's meant to be hard. You gotta keep putting those quarters in. It's also you can play a 2-player. Again, don't have any friends, but you know. The animations look really good too. It's just, I mean, it's a classic for a reason. Yeah. Nothing negative to say about this one other than it's kind of hard. 8 out of 10, moving on. And next we would be looking at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Back from the Sewers for the original Game Boy, released in 1991. Technically, that one released before Turtles in Time, as playing it at home. Anyway, let's play that one. Alright, we're back on the Game Boy now. Yay. Oh, that's nice. It has a little opening cutscene. It looks like the... Fuck, I can't talk. That looks like they stole it straight from Turtles in Time, but it doesn't look as good. And you press start and all the turtle, like if it wasn't for the weapons, you couldn't even tell which turtle's fucking which one. They all look the same. Is that racist? Alright, well whatever. Pick Raph and we'll go in and... Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. I don't like that. This looks like ass. So what is there to say about this one? Well, basically you just kind of walk in a straight line, people walk into you and you hit them, and then they die. And that's really it. The ultimate strat is just when they're coming at you, you just mash fucking B until they're dead. It's ridiculous. Sometimes they throw shit at you, you gotta jump. I hate this jump kick animation. It is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, did you see that? You do a little flip when you jump. That's cool. Yeah, that's extra attention to detail that they didn't need to add. That quite fond of. The crouch jump looks weird though. But yeah, you kind of walk in a straight line. This is the best move in the game right here. Give them some of these. They'll never hit you again. You only ever fight Foot Clan. They just kind of jump off the screen, or they throw shit at you, or suddenly they pop out of the sewers. You can fall in the sewer though. That's pretty cool. Who did turn out the lights? Yeah. I mean, this is the game. This is all there is to it. They also stare at you if you leave them idle for too long, which is fun. So I tried out some of the other turtles to see if they played any different. They don't. This is it. This is the game, boys. Well, this game sucks. 3 out of 10. Moving on. Alright, next would be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project, released in 1991 for the Nintendo. Oh, we're going backwards. Huh. Alright. The Manhattan Project. Well, they stole their opening cutscene straight out of Turtles in Time again. Another seizure warning, but it's not as bad this time. That's nice. Alright, you press start and... Yeah, Cowabunga. Sure. Alright, so we open up with a little plot here. Looks like the turtles are enjoying their vacation in Florida, when suddenly April O'Neil appears on the... Damn. Anyway, basically, watching that, Shredder shows up, steals the entire island of Manhattan because, sure, and he basically challenges the turtles. He's like, come get it if you want it, and then playing the game. Pick Raph because he's my boy, and it looks like this. You leave him idle, he does a nice little twirl with his sides. That's pretty cool. So this one is weird. It's almost a downgrade from the last Nintendo one, which was an arcade port. It's very similar, but like the animations are so much more limited. In that one, you got at least 2 swings with your weapon, and this one, it's all he does is stab with it. But he has like this little throw thing that he does. I don't know. And you're fighting just different colored foot ninjas again. They all do different things. Purple ones just kind of come up and punch you, and sometimes they give you a hug. Got the red ones that throw shit at you. You got them fucking pocket sand. Similarly to the Game Boy one, when you die, you get to select one of the other turtles. And you basically have 4 lives, and you can just play through all 4 turtles. And so we fight along the beach, we get onto the pier, you know, just fighting some ninjas, whatever. Fall in some holes. Beat up a rhino. After you defeat the rhino, we hop on a fucking boogie board, and we catch that wave to Manhattan. And now we're here, doing this. Little on-rail section, mostly just fighting ninjas, and then get these fucking electric things that come out of the ground and water, and they're just fucking annoying. I did figure out that if you just kind of hang near the bottom of the screen as much as possible, when they're doing their little jumpy wave things and balls coming out, they can't really hit you. So I found a little exploit there. Then you move on, fight these guys in some air helicopter, jet pack, bat, I don't know what the fuck these are. Then I ended up on a submarine, fighting turrets. And then I died. And Master Splinter, you look so disappointed in me. Honestly, this one was pretty hard. Gameplay was fine. Graphics, I mean, you can see them yourself. It's definitely better than the first one on the Super Nintendo, or on the Nintendo, but I don't know about the second one. It's probably tied, maybe a little worse. 4 out of 10. Moving on. Okay, next, handheld, electronic, handheld, oh, okay, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Hyperstone Heist, released in 1992 for the Sega Genesis. Alright. On to the Sega Genesis now, with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Time Stone Heister. Something. Alright. Pick my boy Raph and we go in, and we get some plot. Evening news, April O'Neil's here. And suddenly, somebody steals the entire city. It's just gone. And this seems oddly familiar to me. So this game looks and it plays exactly like Turtles in Time. It's almost the same game, really. I mean, it's got a different plot and it's got different levels, but just the way it feels, the way it looks, everything about it, it's just Turtles in Time, but on the Sega Genesis. And that's fucking cool. I mean, I didn't make it very far in Turtles in Time, and there's some pretty unique things in this one, like when Raph gets run over by this car here. And then you're Jesus for a little bit, walking on some water. Oh yeah, and the Xenomorphs show up. I don't remember them in the other one. Oh yeah. Pretty cool. I mean, I have nothing to say about this other than, hell yeah. 8 out of 10, moving on. Going back to the Game Boy. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 Radical Rescue. Released in 1993. Oh boy, back to the Game Boy. Alright. Radical Rescue. Turtles 3. Let's do it. So this one starts off giving you a bit of plot. Who would have thought? April O'Neil's in trouble and all the turtles go to save her. But uh-oh, Mikey wasn't there. He was out getting pizza, and he returns home and nobody's there. And the TV tells him to come to some abandoned fucking mine at the edge of New York City, because those are... Anyway. And so he goes there, he's like, I gotta rescue my friends, and then... This is the game. Looks like this. It sucks. It really does. I hate it. When you press select, it shows all the other turtles, but it says they need help, so I guess you have to rescue them before you can play as them. But I didn't make it that far because I hate it. I hate this game. It's very hard because it's possible to dodge these fucking bats and these fallen rocks and it also has that horrible noise when you're close to dying. It's just, it's not, it might be the worst one. 1 out of 10. Never play this. Boom! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. Released in 1993 for the SNES, the Sega, and the original Nintendo. I'm gonna play the Super Nintendo version. Tournament Fighters. This is one of the ones that AJ challenged me to play along with Turtles in Time. It's just a fighting game, really. You know, picked my boy Raph and I went in. And there's a little bit of plot set up. Battle you've all been waiting for. It's been Ultimate Tournament in the Galaxy. I don't know about that. I've played Galaxy Fight. More money than you could possibly imagine. I don't know, April. I can imagine a whole hell of a lot of money. But yeah, you get into this one, it's just a fighting game. But it's ridiculous. I couldn't, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out I couldn't figure out a single combo. And I just kept getting my ass kicked. I'm just started button mashing and it just didn't work. Tried out, I looked in controls, something. Tried out a couple different characters. I wasn't able to win a single match. It's without. I don't even know if this game has fucking combos. I tried a Hadouken input and got nothing out of it. I tried a couple different inputs. I tried everything I could think of. I couldn't get any special moves to happen. And without some kind of like training mode or instruction manual, I couldn't get this game to do anything. And honestly, there's better fighting games out there. Go play those. Next. Oh, I guess I should score this one. 5 out of 10. Next. Electronic handheld game. Game Boy Advance. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Released in 2003. Okay.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles counting on 1, 2, 3, 4. Turtles. Mutant chain reaction. Turtles. Living underground. Turtles. It's just a action. Turtles. It's the shell of a town. Turtles counting off.
Oh god, I just got hit with like a nostalgia blast. Because basically up to this point we've been playing through old Ninja Turtle games that are based off of like the 90s cartoon, or the 80s, 90s cartoon. This one's based off of the 2000s cartoon that I watched as a kid with the crazy like rock opening and stuff where they count a bunch. Oh man, that's cool. I'm down. I'm so down for this right now. So in this one, you actually get to pick which turtle you want to play as, and they each have their own set act. So they each have like their own separate story and separate missions that you play through. It's actually really cool. And like the game itself is a ton of fun. The combat's really fluid. It moves really well. The animations look really cool. Like legit, I had a ton of fun playing this one. I actually had to force myself to stop playing so I could record other games. This one, oh, it's a lot of fun. That's all I can really say. Yeah, all the turtles play pretty much the same. You can see from my gameplay, I spent a lot of time playing as Raph. It's loosely based off of the cartoon too, which is cool. It has little things that break up the just side-scroller beating them up, like races and stuff. That you can see here with Raph on his motorcycle racing Casey, which I ended up losing. I tried out some of the other turtles. I really appreciated how Michelangelo's nunchucks actually kind of sound like he's hitting people with wood. Kind of sounds more like a bat, but I mean, I appreciate it. Yeah, they each have their own little story that they play through. Yeah, Mikey's doing what he does. Raphael beating up some gangsters, beating up Casey. Leonardo's beating up some robots. Donatello's here too. But yeah, I really like this one. I liked all the little cutscenes that they did. Solid game. 7 out of 10. Would play again. Alright, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, released for the Game Boy, GameCube, Xbox, PlayStation 2, and Windows. Also released in 2003. Okay, so these are probably the same thing. Fuck it, let's try it anyway.
They're like no others. Those teenage brothers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Hell yeah. Oh, I love it. Onto the PlayStation 2 era. So this is like the PlayStation 2 console version of the Game Boy game I was just playing. Kind of. The story is different. It doesn't follow the same story. But we get the whole animated opening cutscene theme song, which I love. So this one uses actual animation from the cartoon as cutscenes, which is cool. I've seen other games do that, like Naruto and stuff. But it does lead to copyright issues if you show it when you're trying to play the game. So it's got a great sense of humor, kind of like how the show did. The game itself, though, yeah, it's pretty good, I would say. It looks right. It feels pretty good to play. Going back to it from like a modern action game perspective, it's kind of slow and the controls are a little unresponsive, but I would have loved having this game as a kid. I would have loved it. I would have had so much fun playing this with my probably could have got my brother to play this with me. Probably would have been a lot of fun. We played through the entirety of Dragon Ball Z Sagas, and if you know anything about that game fucking sucks. So this game's definitely better than that one. You fight a lot of generic enemies in this, like the little robot things, and then you fight just some gangster dudes. I did notice a bit of slowdown when there was a lot of enemies on the screen, but I feel like that might have just been my copy of the game. I like a lot of the sound effects they use too. For like when you get hit with a metal bar, it's just like clang. Yeah! And it's got all these fun bang, boosh, thwack bullshit going on, like the old Batman TV show with Adam West. It's also loosely based off of the cartoon. It's differently loosely based off of the cartoon than the Game Boy one was. It seems that there's only one story, no matter who you play as. It's all following the same turn of events, but whatever. I had a lot of fun with this one too. I had to force myself to stop playing to record other things, much like the Game Boy Advance one. So, good game all around. This is a solid fun time right here. You know, 7 out of 10. And next would be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Battle Nexus, released for GameCube, Game Boy Advance, Xbox, PlayStation 2. Alright. I guess I'll play the PlayStation 2 version again. Yeah, sure. You know, maybe I'll play both. Maybe I'll play the Game Boy and the PlayStation 2, because I did it for the first one. Yeah, let's do that. Ninja Turtles 2 Battle Nexus on the Game Boy Advance. Now, I really liked the first one. I had to stop myself from playing it because I was having such a good time, and I needed to record other things, like this game. And I'm like, you know, I'm pretty excited for this one, too, considering how much I liked the first one. And then I started playing it, and oh no. How do you follow up a super good side-scroller action beat-em-up? Well, obviously, you make it about collecting gems and hiding from enemies and having to find your weapons in every level before you stand a chance against fighting anybody. And you need to find key cards to open doors. The animations look pretty good, but I mean, it's It's slower, it's not as much fun to play. You gotta collect fucking gems and crystals, and this one really disappointed me. Like, it's not bad by any stretch of the imagination, right? It's just not what the first one was, and I like the first one so much. It's just a disappointment. 6 out of 10. Nah. 5 out of 10. On to the next one. Battle Nexus 2 on the PS2. I liked the first one, but did they fuck it up like they did with the second Game Boy Advance game? I'd say probably. It's a bit different. As you can see, the cameras are it's a bit more backwards, and you can switch between the turtles on the fly to solve puzzles and things. To work with all their strengths. Like Raphael can move really heavy things, and Stick Boy can do computers, and Michelangelo can hover with his nunchucks, cause sure. And Leonardo has swords. The combat in this one is not as much fun. The enemy is basically just Foot Clan ninjas. It's honestly, it's not. It's just not. It's almost bad. Like, it's not bad, but it's bad. They did the same thing they did with the Game Boy Advance one. They took a good, solidly fun beat 'em up, and they tried to make it more than that. And it just falls short. It's just not as much fun to play through. Still looks pretty good, though. Yeah. What did I give the other one? 5? 5. I'll give this one 5 too. 5 out of 10. Next. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 Mutant Nightmare, originally released in 2005, because I've been totally reading the dates for every single one of these. GameCube, Nintendo DS, Xbox, PlayStation 2. Alright. I guess I'll do the PlayStation 2 and the DS, like I did for the other ones. Sounds good to me. On to Ninja Turtles Mutant Nightmare, Ninja Turtles 3 on the Nintendo DS. This one is actually pretty good. I liked it. It plays a lot like the first one on the Game Boy Advance. The combat's good, the animations are good, a little bit more platforming, and because it's on the DS, they obviously have to incorporate the touchscreen with various puzzles, like turning valves. But then you also, as you can see, you have like the 3 other turtles that you're not playing as down here, and sometimes they'll light up for specific actions that they can help you with, like jumping across a really big pit or beating up a bunch of guys at once. It's an okay mechanic. It's kind of annoying because you'd have to take your hand off the attack buttons to go down there to touch the touch screen, obviously, to make things happen. So but the combat's still solid. It's a lot of fun to play through. It looks good, the animations are good, the enemies are dinosaurs. But you know, solid game. I like it. It's way better than the second one. Give you that. 6 out of 10. Next. Mutant Nightmare on the PS2. Oh boy. So, unlike the other two on the PS2, this one, I mean, it starts out with the theme song, like always, but they did it with in-game assets, which is pretty interesting. I don't know why they chose to do that, but then they still use the cartoon as cutscenes in the game. It's a very interesting choice.
We may not be able to save the world, but we sure as shell can save that old lady. Come on!
But then when you actually get into the game, oh, it's not great. It's just, I don't know. It's just not very good. So you get to pick which turtle you want to play as, and the other 4 run around as computers, and you're all just beating up dinosaurs and shit.
Triceratons! I hate those guys.
Rescuing old ladies and whatnot. But the combat is just... This is Dragon Ball Sagas, but with turtles. That's the only way I can describe it. It's just... The combat's not very good. Yeah, it's just... I enjoyed the cutscenes with the cartoon, but yeah, the game itself just kind of button mashy and not very good. What else could I say? Is poopy. Is poopy. 4 out of 10. Next.
Help! Horrible space creatures!
I think what she meant was, thanks for the rescue.
TMNT Mutant Melee, released in 2005. GameCube, PlayStation 2, Xbox, and Microsoft Windows. Alright. Now I guess we'll just play that. Now. Mutant Melee. Oh boy. This one is bad. I mean, it starts out with this like cool like animated cutscene of like people's eyes and like going through all the turtles and stuff. It doesn't have the song or anything. And then you do the venture story, obviously, right? Pick Raph because he's your boy. And then you start playing and just has you do this little tutorial of all the different combos, X, 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 X square, X square, or X square square, X square. I mean, it's pretty basic. And then, I don't know, here, just watch this fight and tell me what you think.
Point before you know I'm gonna have one before you know
I didn't edit that in any way. It just looks like and sounds like that. It's almost unplayable. It's ass. 0 out of 10. I'd rather play some of the Game Boy once again. Yeesh. Next. Mobile phone, plug and play, plug and play, plug and play, mobile phone. Bam. Alright. TMNT for the Game Boy Advanced. TMNT, the ones based off the movie. Now we all know licensed games are pretty good. But this one on the Game Boy Advance, I'm not gonna lie, I had a bit of fun with this one. Combat is fluid, the controls are solid, you have these cool like back kicks that you can do while you're in the middle of a combo and somebody comes up behind you. You collect money for some reason. I didn't get to a point where I figured out what that was for. I'm assuming it follows the plot of the movie. I wouldn't know, I've never actually seen it. But it has a nice variety of enemies and like exhaustible weapons, I should say. Like, you can pick up enemy bats and then beat people with them, and you fight dogs and shit. I died a lot because of trains, though. Watch out for trains. I mean, the combat's pretty basic. You don't get to pick who you want to play as. But, I mean, it's fun. It's a fun time. It's a nice little Ninja Turtles distraction. You know? 6 out of 10. Solid. And I really like the way it looks. I like the soundtrack, too. I don't know. Kind of digging it. TMNT, released for the 360, Wii, PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portal, NDS, GameCube, and Windows. Based off the movie. Kind of like that Game Boy game I just played. Okay. Now, I had nothing but nice things to say about the one on the Game Boy Advance for TMNT, based off the movie. But for the one on the one on the Nintendo DS, I have nothing positive to say. It's really bad. So basically, the whole thing with this one is like you run through these like small little corridor areas, and you get these highlighting jump things, and you have to like jump properly to the thing. It's like if you want to jump forward, you have to press Y. If you want to jump to the right, you gotta press B. If you want to jump to the left, you gotta press X. And like A is how you fight. And like, I mean, just look at this garbage. And like combat is not any better. There's no, it's done in this weird angle, and there's no like lock on. It's very slow, and it's very easy to like swing in between people and not hit anyone. It's just not good. I mean, look at this boss fight. I just straight up like stun locked this guy, just button mashing, and there's nothing he can do about it. It's so poorly made. just garbage. 2 out of 10. So I had higher expectations for the PSP version of this game, because I mean, the PSP is way more powerful than the Nintendo DS, and so I was like, surely this is going to be just a downgraded version of the one on the PlayStation 2. Oh, but it's not. It's not. Like, it starts out with this cool cutscene. I'm assuming it's out of the movie. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. So this game looks better, and it's probably better than the one I was just playing. But it's not. It's the same fucking game. Again. It just slightly looks better. And it moves a lot faster. It's like a rhythm game almost, just pressing the buttons in time. It's a glorified QuickTime event with sporadic combat that isn't even good. I played through to get to Michelangelo's part to try the combat again. It's just as bad. It just looks slightly better. This game is trash. Same score I gave the DS one. I don't even fucking remember. Like 2 or something. Fuck this game. It sucks. Going into the PS2 version of TMNT, I was not looking forward to it after playing both the DS and the PSP version, and then both being the same garbage ass game. And then I started playing, and it opens on this like comic book-esque cutscene of them explaining the plot of the movie. And then you jump in and you're playing as Leonardo, and it's like an actual fucking video game. And you're like running through the jungle like some kind of fucking Tomb Raider, and it's got all this like various platforming and stuff through it. It's very fluid and smooth. It's well made. I'm actually shocked how well made this game is. And the weakest part is probably the combat, but honestly, it's a lot of fun playing through this. And like when you're in combat, when you're playing as Leonardo, you have this like star meter up here that you can see, and like every time you beat an enemy, you increase your star meter. And it's like a combo, and when you get hit, you lose it, and it kind of sucks. So I don't know what happens when you fill the stars up completely. I didn't get to. But like this platforming is really smooth. And then I don't know, man. This game is it's just so much better than what I thought it was gonna be. It reminds me a lot of Prince of Persia, actually, now that I think about it. Like the early ones, like Sands of Time and stuff. Because the platforming is really fluid. The combat, while simple, is a lot of fun. And like the turtles play slightly differently. Because like Leonardo had that combo meter. Where Raph, when you start playing as him, he has this like rage meter that you can build and like auto kill. Entire rooms of enemies are just activated to do extra damage while you're playing through. And like the entire time you have like this narration from like the various turtles and Splinter and stuff while you're playing, and it's just honestly it's probably the best one on the PS2. I'm actually probably gonna play this again later. I had a lot of fun with it. I had to stop, but I cleared the first 2 levels, and it took me about 16 minutes or so. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one, and I like how it grades you at the end of your levels and tells you how good you did, how long it took you. There's replay modes with like challenge crystals to pick up and stuff, and like it tells you how many it's just so... I'm gushing over how much better this game is than all the other versions of this particular movie game. It's like, why couldn't the PSP version be a downgrade of this? Why did it have to be a shit port of the DS game? I'm mad about that, but this game is great. 7 out of 10. Next. Mobile game. Okay. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Smash It Up for the PlayStation 2. Alright. Released in 2009. Let's play that, I guess. Turtles Smash It Up on the PS2. Hoo boy.
Versus Casey Jones.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Time to clean the streets.
3, 2, 1, go!
So this is a Smash Brothers clone. That's it. It's just a Smash Brothers clone. It's a bad one. It's a bad Smash Brothers clone, but that's what it is. And it has a story mode with these really cool cutscenes that are like comic book panel fucking like... I don't know how to describe it. It's really cool looking though. I mean, you can see it. But then when you actually start playing, it's just a Smash Brothers game, and it's a bad one. I played as Raph, obviously, because he's my boy. And he had this like Chun-Li-esque, like non-stop move that he did. and I kind of spammed the hell out of it. And the only times I died, playing on normal by the way, was from environmental things, like on this train. And like I played through it. I literally finished the entire story mode in, not counting for cutscenes, like 12 minutes. This game is short. It's not very good. You have to replay it a bunch if you want to unlock all the characters, like Shredder or his daughter or any of the other people that are in this screen here that I'm not sure who they're supposed to be. And the credits have a nice little song to them. That's nice. But yeah, it's just a bad Smash clone that's super fucking easy and broken. And don't play it, like, at all. Ever. 4 out of 10. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of turtled out. I don't want to play anymore. There's still some left, but I think I'm done. So what did we learn? Ninja Turtles. Good games, bad games. A couple okay games. Probably gonna play like 2 of these again. I'll let you figure out which 2 those are. And that's it. That was me playing Ninja Turtles. Like, I don't even know how many. I don't want to count. Math is hard. I don't like it. Bye-bye. Alright, I know I said bye, and I said I didn't want to play any more Turtles, but I did play one more. TMNT Arcade Attack on the Nintendo DS. I don't have anything to say about it. Just watch this little gameplay clip, and you'll see why.